All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, my friends all over the world, the friends that I've met just recently. 9 a.m. on the button, Mountain Standard Time. I'm in Colorado, nestled next to the Rocky Mountains. It's June 8th, 2015. ITC session number 33. 15 in a row, I think. Did one with Steve last night. It was really interesting. We've had a weird audio issue from time to time where Steve, if he puts headphones on, we don't get the echo. But what's odd is I did 3 sessions with him prior to yesterday's session, and I'm pretty sure on all three, neither him or I were wearing headphones, and we didn't have any echo. So I don't understand what's going on with that. I just gotta get rid of these distractions. Hello, everybody that's watching. I'm gonna check out chat, say hello in a minute. Good morning. I saw Mystic was first, and then I was number Deuce, and then I believe it was Deli was third, and then Hidden beneath a 1 ton of bacon was fourth, and Starry got number Cinco, and she pled the fifth. So good morning to you guys. I didn't see anybody after that, but that was about 10-15 minutes ago. Anybody else that's around, I'll say hi in just a minute. I just want to say hi to them because I love the stragglers that like to say hello before the actual stream starts. I like doing that too. I like to get on the people's streams. If they'll do it like a week ahead of time, I'll still do it. I'll hop on there and say something. I don't know why. I'm just weird. I like to do that. And so, yeah, session number 33, instrumental transcommunication. It's essentially, man, I didn't grab my pillow to sit on. Oh, here's one that'll work for now. This freaking chair is so uncomfortable. Essentially, what I'm trying to do and have done on 33 streams and then 20 or so actual sat down and documented recordings that I uploaded into parts is trying to speak with what some believe are ghosts or spirits. Some think that might be a combination of that with demons or guardian type beings, aka angels, if you want to use that. Other type of weird unseen entities that we have no clue about, maybe like shadow people or interdimensional, extra dimensional, people from the future, people from the past, humans from the end of time, the last of humanity, researching us at a crucial part in our overall history arc. Who knows? I don't know. I was raised to believe the spirit world is around us and it's something that's just part of our world and the universe. And we're all just a form of energy, and the spirit world is just a different form of energy, essentially. But I've never had that paranormal experience, that defining moment that defines the defining moment that clarifies for you if you are going to believe this is real or not, which is interesting because even if I was to experience, let's say, a visual oddity, pardon me while I just take a sip off this. It's getting warm today. I had to go out and do some errands, and it's already getting warm. It's been a cool late spring, early summer, and yeah, my body hasn't acclimated yet. Essentially, if I was like, I can understand, like, even if I was to see, let's say, I see my first apparition or something that's like right in front of me that's clear, it's not out of the corner of my eye. I can see how it's easy to even actually question it even more. Some people, it might be clear cut after that and say, okay, that's real. I saw that. Good enough for me. Boom. But then some people might be even more confused and disheveled about the whole situation because it just like for me, for instance, it may even make it more confusing for me, and the quest to continue research might become even more obsessive because it would maybe just open up more questions. If I actually saw something, I don't know. But then again, maybe I'd be like, well, that's enough for me. I really don't know. I don't know what I'd do if I actually had that paranormal experience that so many, especially on these television shows, that have influenced me, admittedly, as well as all of you. As much as you might not like to admit it, there is influence from that upon us. And it may be a little, it might be a lot, but we all have been somewhat influenced by television in general, and especially things that we find fascinating. And yeah, they all have some sort of interesting sounding, if not fantastical sounding stories, to where they either witness apparitions one-on-one, face-to-face, or they have some sort of physical altercation or some sort of physical manifestation around them to where they feel sensations like pushes or slaps or even scratches. See, the scratches I find really questionable because I think a lot of them are self-inflicted and they're not aware of it, because especially for me, I have a nervous habit. I've done it since like middle school of biting my nails. And because of that, nails can sometimes be a little sharper on just certain parts. Like they don't really feel sharp, but you might be scratching an area and you're not really scratching to where you cut, and you don't feel like you're really cutting anything, but just one little edge on your nail might just slice it just enough to give you that one little scratch. And I can see how people might feel something on their back, because I've had that sensation too on this part of my left shoulder blade, like a pin kind of being pushed into it, or a bee sting. And I've read that that's a similar sensation that people feel, a burning sensation too. It has like kind of a burn to it that they feel with these negative, quote unquote, negative entities when they get these scratches on their back. And what's interesting is I looked into that because I started feeling this sensation, and I skateboard, and I'm not crazy, but I'm okay, and I've taken a lot of spills. And the first time I ever noticed this sensation was a time when I was out skateboarding. And I'm sure I fall almost every time. Sometimes they're worse than other falls, but you fall on skateboarding, the best even fall. Like it's just, you can't get out of it. It's part of gravity. It's just whatever gravity is, whatever is pushing or pulling us to the surface is, yeah, you can't get out of a skateboard. No matter how good or bad you are, you're gonna fall. Anyway, so I looked into that because I was like, what is this sensation? And I was really getting into EVP at the time too. That was like 5, 6 years ago. And I was wondering if it might have been related to that. See, I wasn't raised with religion, so the thought of these things aren't really terrifying or uplifting, like either the good side or the bad side of the religious aspect of the paranormal research, because I never was influenced by that. So I'm just really on the outside of it, looking in on that whole thing, that whole aspect of religion tied into this paranormal field, which could help me and it could hinder me. It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't, I can't tell at this point in my research. Man, interesting. I never have really planned out these intros. And because of that, I suffer from thread drifting. If I had like a list of my ideas that I'd write out and just go through them, I could like glance back. But so many of them have witnessed that themselves. I'll just skip back a little bit to that part because I can't really start tailing off. So many television hosts of paranormal shows, and even some crews, some news crews, some documentary crews, have witnessed their own and documented their own odd things. Now, it's all on television, so it could be argued that it's all 100% fake and it's all just for entertainment. And obviously, yes, I can't dispute that. Even if the individuals, the researchers themselves are convinced, it could be a crew, like a secret crew that's hired by the production crew to purposely hoax these secretively and do it as good as they can. Because the production crew they're the puppets. They have their fingers over all the times where people are going, everything. They know everything's going on. They could hoax, they could fool the crews really easily. But I don't know. We'll see what's going on. You know, I'm sure the further I progress with this, I'll learn more about that side of this field, because that's an interesting side. The whole the whole higher production value research side of this field, because it could be looked at that if it's done with the right people and the right heart is into it. It's just basically becoming a grant for like a research project, like for college, like for some college study or some scientist studies. It's basically like a grant to where if you become part of something like that and it's legit, it totally could help you and help the field be furthered as well. We just have problems with questionable evidence and people doing questionable things over the years. I'm not going to state which or what, but I mean, if you just research, you'll find questionable things that television crews have done, and some seem more legit than others, and some seem faker than others, and that's just me. I've been watching these shows basically since I started. I really liked Ghost Hunters at the beginning because they debunked a lot of stuff. That's the very first season of Ghost Hunters is where I started learning about more of the like the EM, the electromagnetism, fear cages, and all those fancy terms, to where they would debunk things more, saying, okay, so this lady feels and sees a lot of things down in her basement. Where do you see this? Oh, over by this one corner, huh? And they go over there, and the opposite side of the corner or something is a like a bank of electronic components or fuse boxes, or you get my drift on that. And that's, they would explain, I can't remember what episode that was, but they just seemed a lot more scientific. They found some odd oddities. I think it was season 1 that they caught that. Was it the Penhurst ghost? There was one shadow type anomaly that comes in and out of frame on top of like the second floor. I think it was Penhurst. And it's just this odd shadow. It comes in and out of frame and disappears. Like really, it's one of the weirdest ones I've seen. I've seen a handful of odd shadow or mist style, just literally 2 or 3 that are just, you can't quite explain it. And that was one of the more interesting ones. But yeah, as the seasons tailed on, I mean, they find stuff all the time. There's never any questions. They never, I don't know. I think I became jaded on the whole television thing. And that's, long story short, that's why I'm doing this right now. I've met a group of people as I've been exploring this crazy universe through the paranormal side, and they have helped to fuel me at this current moment to keep researching this and present my research and my information like this. And it's really the current people I'm associated with, the people right now hanging out in chat, the people that are watching that never chat with us, that maybe watch it later. Hello, you guys. Past Rusty says hello. And yeah, I mean, I'm becoming really astonished at the number of views that these receive compared to my original research videos. Those still, some of my first ones only have like maybe 30, 40 views, maybe 100 views tops. And these will get 100 views in the first few days, at least. And I find that fascinating. That drives me to want to keep doing this, because obviously there's somebody out there that wants to see what I'm talking about and what I'm interacting with other people throughout this process about. And it's not just me through these streams. There's usually, 5 to 10 people chit-chatting in the chat as well. And we get questions from them and we interact with them and get funny comments and interesting things. And it's quite fascinating. I've had a good experience so far for the most part. There's been a couple speed bumps, but all in all, I think it's the way I present my evidence for my research and the way I present myself. I have not really received at all any of the trolls that come in and they try to like be all funny and snazzy, because it's just like, what are you going to say to me? I can't tell you this is real. I'm not going to tell you this is real. Even if I believe this, I'm still just going to present it as much as I can. I'm not going to, it doesn't matter. There's people out there that believe it's real and there's people that don't believe it's real. And in most cases, you're not going to sway their opinion either way. So that's why I really don't go out of my way to try to make this seem like it's real, because to me, it's not. I can't say it's real. I'd be lying to myself. At this point, that's the last thing I need to be doing. I've gone through too much stuff in my life. And I'm still poor as crap, but I'm currently pretty much the best place I've ever been in my life. Financially and just like medically, and like if anything happens, I'm pretty much set right now. I mean, I'm not set, but I mean, right now I've never had full insurance, full dental and vision, and I have accidental insurance that, like, if I get injured even outside skateboarding, it doesn't matter. They'll give me like, I think it's like 75% of my paycheck for up to 6 months. I have to pay, granted, like $20 a month out of my paycheck for that, but still, it's just these things. I've never had that. I grew up dirt poor, really poor. I'm making more money now working in a grocery store than my parents ever did when I was growing up. And yeah, I mean, we struggled all the time. Grew up mostly in mobile homes. And yeah, as I got older, I mean, that's one of the reasons I don't have a girlfriend and kids currently at the moment, is because I used to be a partier and got out of all that. And I really got a really good smack of reality about, I don't even know now. It's probably like 7 years now, 6 or 7 years. I just haven't gone out of my way to try to find relationships and build a life. And it's just like, it's crazy how people have kids so quick. And This world is crazy. I don't even know how to start talking about that. This world is so crazy. Well, anyway, through my process, yeah, I was talking about trolls and stuff. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I guess just talking in general, just as long as I can keep the flow going, it works. It doesn't have to necessarily be mostly coherent. But yeah, ITC, instrumental transcommunication, trying to speak with entities that are unseen in nature by our eyes, and most of us can't hear them as well. Some claim to sense them, my mother being one of them, and I trust her with my life. That's I was raised at all this. When we were little kids, my mom would be like, "Oh yeah, look, there's a spirit over there just hanging on the couch." And we're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, he's just hanging out, just relaxing." And we'd go over and like sit on the couch, be like, "Hey, spirit." So it's like we were raised to not be afraid of this stuff as well. So I wonder if that is one of the main reasons I never received negativity. We were never raised that this is like a bad thing or like a dangerous thing. Like I hear so many different people say you shouldn't do this. You are putting yourself in danger. To me, I don't think that's their opinion. It's awesome, but I just was not raised like that. To me, it's just the universe, and it's part of the universe, and it's there. If we want to interact with it, we can try. I'm not going to be successful all the time. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid. Even she said there was this one trailer we lived in. We've lived in a bunch of them. I owned one even for 9 years. We had this one that, and there was this is old Native American land, obviously all over the places, but in Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, Kansas, Wyoming, all these areas right here. This was like a really dense, hearted area of Native American land. But she would say she'd see like a chief, kind of like with the headdress, standing, like the shadow, like the figure of him is standing in the hallway leading to the bathroom. And it's a trailer, so there's like, it's literally you walk into the kitchen, to the right's like the cooking area, to the left is the living room, and there's a hallway, and that hallway leads down to the end bedroom, and the bathroom in the side bedroom. So there's not any room. But yeah, so like I remember when she first told me that, I was a little creeped out, but it just, I don't know, I never saw it, but I always imagined it. I could like think I sensed it because I could always see that image in my head so well. But that at first it was a little spooky, not too bad, not like crap your pants scary, but yeah, it was a little spooky. But no, I got used to that, and I think that's just like totally now. I'm not spooked out ever with any of this stuff, even if it said something like really traumatic, like if it said like I'm going to kill you and says my full legal name, like first, middle, last name. If it just said that, like that would be, I probably would be like, wow, crazy, but that wouldn't creep me out. I just make me more curious. Like, okay, so now that pretty much confirms that somebody's watching me and they can talk to me. So now what? I'd really like to somehow make a way that we could like tangibly see them. Some sort of device or some sort of contraption. If they are actually here. Now the whole idea of like the bleed through or the overlapping of Earth with other dimensions, or we're just sitting right on top, exactly like everything's exactly how we are, is just slight littlest variation. Like this is black instead of silver, and that's like the only difference in the entire universe. Because if the multiverse and the infinite universe, it's literally going to be like that. There's going to be infinite universes where just one thing is different, one thing out of this entire fucking thing. Oh, sorry. Wow, I don't know why I said that. That was crazy. Because when you deal with infinite, anything you can think of, anything, it's going to be there, plus infinite more ideas. The idea of infinite is pretty cool too. I was talking about large numbers the other day. Graham's number, the biggest number out there. That's a really cool one. So hello guys, I'm finally in chat. I'm going to be firing up the SB7 first, and then I'm going to maybe go to, no, that's right. I already planned this out. I want to say maybe. I'm going to go to the SB7, and then I'm going to do this old Jensen again. I really like how this sounds. So we're going to try that again. And then EVP, and then, or maybe EVP before this. We'll throw it in there. And then COS. Maybe some digital. Then maybe some more EVP. So hello to, I'm just going to say all the names again. Good morning, Mystic. Good morning, Deli. Good morning, James. Good morning, Starry. Good morning, Elaine. Thanks for joining us. Good morning, Shadow Stalker. Good morning, Spooky. Good morning, Spooky. Good evening, Shippo. I hope everybody's doing well today. I hope everybody's having a good afternoon, or had a good afternoon, or had a good morning, or is having a good morning. It's going to be cool. Another day. Instrumental transcommunication session number 33. So it's funny, when I first started doing this for probably about, I don't even know, 17, 18 sessions, I would say like a creed or a motto at the beginning, like like laying out the groundwork, and then like my rules, like I only want to speak with good entities, negativity can leave. And it's funny, I really felt that like meaning in that when I said that at the time, but now every time I get started, I don't even think about that anymore. And it was probably like 7, 8 sessions ago, I don't know, a while ago, I just decided, forget it. If what it takes for me, if there is some sort of negativity, or if there's something out there that me saying these words is somehow protecting me, which I think is silly, all in with that, I'm just going to stop doing it anyway, because I want to increase the odds of something happening as easily and fast as I can. If I have whatever I have to do, I'm not going to do just dumb things like some sort of really crazy ritual. I would like to maybe try like some sort of ritual just to experiment. Somebody mentioned, I think it was Ulrich, or I know Bob, I think, has mentioned it too. Yeah, it'd be interesting. That's another thing as I was raised around, is the whole metaphysics aspect, the crystals, the enchanting, the rituals, the altars, the certain burnings of incenses, the certain prayer types. And yeah, no, I was raised around metaphysics, and like a metaphysics / Buddhist mentality, essentially. That's a good way to put it. When in my 20s, I got really into Buddhism, because in my late teens, mid to late teens, I got really into martial arts. I got really into like the movies, and I think it was like 19 or so. I joined a wushu. I'd call it wushu because that's what it is to me. Kung Fu is the Americanized term. Kung Fu means energy and time. So anything that you are doing that takes energy and time is Kung Fu. So when you're playing the violin, you're using Kung Fu, you're using energy and time, practicing Kung Fu, anything, making pizza, anything. So it's just the way America is. They get a catchy name and they run with it. And it got blown up by Bruce Lee, and there's no looking back. But in China, the land that originated these martial arts, it's called Wushu. And a lot of the martial arts end with a Chang, or I think it's Chang. And for fist, they call everything fist, something fist. And I practiced praying mantis style for a few months, for like 3 months, 2 or 3 months. And it was a long time ago. I was a kid. I can't really remember any of the basics. I learned that the beginning like 15 moves or whatever of the initial form. But yeah, I got really into that. Anyway, yeah, I got. Long story short, yeah, it's funny. Why do I always do that? I start telling about that story. I hate that. I hate that I tell that story. I need to stop doing that. I mean, yeah, it's okay. All right, so we're gonna start with the SB7. Oh, yeah, I wanted to end with yeah, that's right. I need to like tag down those thoughts process once I start trailing off. It also doesn't help that I've literally only had 2.5 or so hours sleep before I did Steve's stream yesterday after ending my 40-hour work week, and then I took about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours sleep last night, because after the stream I went out and skateboarded for like 3 hours. Then I got some food and came home and crashed out for a couple of hours. Tell all the stories. Yeah, Shippo, it's because I only have like 2 or 3 people that I know are from Australia. You, Kathleen, and I think there's somebody else. I can't remember off the top of my head. So you guys are easy to remember because it's evening, because I've always been fascinated that Australia's in the future. You're in the future. He's from the future. From the future. Yeah, what the heck was that about, though? Totally trailed off on that. It was good, too. Man, I'm awesome. Good thing I don't get paid for this. All right. So the SB7. Dude, this freaking chair. SB7 sweeps radio. Yeah, it was something about increasing the odds, the negativity. Oh, the rituals. Man. All right, anyway, so the SB7 sweeps radio waves. If you're an entity that's around me and you're aware of me trying to communicate with you at this moment, I'm just going to explain to you real quick how this works. It's sweeping radio waves. If you don't know what radio waves are, they're essentially a form of communication or a way that we can put words or music over the air and be picked up by small little boxes like this and like this. And we can listen to music, see? Watch, I'll turn it on real quick. See if I can find a voice so I don't get any. See? So I'm listening to a voice that's over the air right now. And what happens is this radio is sweeping. It's going through all these different signals that these radio waves are coming through. And it's giving you just enough time, if you like, or we don't know how it works, but it basically chops off the words before we can get full sentences out. And through this process, it seems like we get possible intelligent responses from time to time. Now, how it works or if it works, I can't tell you. I think it may deal something more with the actual white noise or something to do with the background radiation that we receive through channel. If you turn your channel default, your old, I don't know if these new HD TVs do it. I don't think I've tried it, but old tube style televisions or whatever, you can turn it to channel 3, unplugged or whatever, and you'll get the gray static. That whoosh. Scientists believe that is the background radiation from the Big Bang, what's left over from the energy of the Big Bang, and we can experience it and hear it through television and radio, through that white noise, that static. And we think you can somehow utilize that as well and turn those sounds or tones into words. Because obviously, if you are unseen and not in physical form, you don't have a throat and a voice box like me, or at least not in the same fashion. So your words are obviously not produced the same way. So perhaps it's some psychic connection, perhaps it's some manipulation of static or electromagnetic energy or the white noise from the background radiation. Really don't know. I would love to know. And through this process, if you can give me some hints, that'd be awesome. But try to speak through this. You can come over to it, try to touch it, try to think about it. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you come over and yell at it. I don't know. We're just going to investigate it, see what's happening. I got friends here watching. They're exploring this crazy universe with me. They're just as curious about all this as I am. And we're just trying to figure this out. So with all that said, I'm going to be sweeping that PSB7. I did forward yesterday, so I'm going to do reverse today. But I'm going to stick with the 150 milliseconds. I did like that. So like I said, that was a PSB7, and this is what we call a speaker. This is what the words will be coming out of. I think if I have it hooked up. Hello, my friends. It's the PSB7. Oh, that was a weird beep. So my name is Rusty Reporter. I'm filming this and broadcasting it onto YouTube right now for the world to see live. They're watching us live on air with just a 30-second delay. So if you have something you want to talk to the world to, say to the world about, or tell anything to the world, go ahead and say that too. So why don't you just see how this works? Try to get used to it. Come over and check things out. And we'll just take it from there. Let's see how things are going. I'm going to check out chat for a minute while they try to get used to it. Make sure the audio and everything is working. Let me know if the audio sounds funky or anything, guys. If I need to increase it or lower it. Yeah, Shadow, I'm really Pete. I really want to do this though. I love doing this. Maybe the tiredness will help bring something out. I haven't I just got off my 40-hour week. I had about 2.5, maybe 3 hours before Steve's and I streamed. And then I went out and did all that skateboarding and hang out friends. And we just talked. I don't party, I don't do any of that stuff, but got some Taco Bell, came home, hung out or watched TV by myself for like an hour, crashed out, got like maybe 3 hours sleep, got up like 5 my time and been up since. I had to go do stuff in the morning, or 3 my time, I think. I don't know. I've only got a few hours sleep. I am tired, but I have coffee. I'm gonna get through this, right, guys? We're getting through this, huh? Team cheers. I have a drinking problem. Like the guy from Airplane. Good morning to you guys. That's really awesome. Thank you for joining. Spirits, can you say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or hello, friends? Can you say hello, friends? That's a good one. Hey, good morning, Roland. Good morning, Tiana. DJ, what's up, dude? Good to see you, DJ. Hope you guys are doing good, Roland and DJ. Welcome, welcome. You're welcome, Spooky. I enjoy doing this. I really do. I love the whole process. For me, it's the whole process. It's not just the streaming. It's not just the researching. It's not just the speaking. It's the whole shebang. And same thing for the other side. When I'm in your guys' chair and I'm just typing and interacting with whoever's streaming, I love the whole process. I love the interactivity. I love how the streamers will interact with us and chit chat with us. I love the whole thing. I honestly believe this is the next form of television. I think television, video on demand is probably going to be here forever, but I think this is going to become more of the Jersey Shore, more of the next thing in the next 10 years. I think this is going to take over. I think a lot of people are going to get rich off this stuff. It's crazy. I'm not that I'm saying I am. I'm being a futurist right now, and I'm predicting that this interactive form of media is going to eventually take over and be the dominant form of media. That's my prediction. Oh, crap. All right, guys. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to be long-winded for a second. Can you tell me I'm long-winded? Top of the morning, Starry. Top of the morning, the potato. Yeah, I hope some of you guys start streaming more too. I think it'd be cool if like every one of us streamed and we all could just interact and we could, like the whole thing with the hangouts, you can bounce in and out of people's streams. It's awesome. You can't do that on television. I like that show too, that old show. You can't do that on television. That's funny. The slime, if you said, I don't know. But no, seriously, this is like, imagine TV back in the 50s if they're like, did you know that they're going to be having shows where people can chit chat live and they can bounce in and out and just talk with them live and People be like, no. And they're like, just tell them there'd be color TV, I guess would be crazy at one point. So yeah, spirits. Spirits, unseen entities, interdimensional friends, extra-dimensional friends. Are you interdimensional or extra-dimensional? Oh, sweet. Shadowstock, you have one coming up in a few hours? Awesome. Nice. I have the day off of work, so awesome. I'm going to try to catch it. Nice. I hope that was too cheese. I get excited. I get excited when you guys get into this. Like, I wish all you guys would try streaming, to be honest. But I know it's tough. It's not easy. I still have a hard time with this. Seriously. But it is inspirational that you guys, like, honestly, like, it's inspirational that you guys come here and check me out. It makes me feel good. I mean, work has been tough. Things in my life has been tough, and just knowing that, like, I got friends that are chilling and they want to check out what I'm doing, and I want to hear what they're doing. I want to hear what their thoughts on this is. I think it's so cool. And just having an extra set of ears and an extra brain, you know, I mean, just having all this around, you know, 8 heads are better than 1, or however many of you guys are here this morning. Hey, Ian, good morning, Ian, if you're around, buddy. Good morning, by the way. Spirits, are you spirits? I think, tell me, easy for me to say. I'm trying to find out if you are a spirit or not, or if you are some sort of other dimensional being, a being that is living outside of our frequency. Can you name what you are, please? All right, cool. That's 12 my time, Shadow. All right, sweet. Well, you're Eastern Standard, right? Yeah, New York's got to be Eastern Standard. Tell you. Hey, I don't know how to stream. Question mark? Double question mark? Shit, bro. Color TV is still crazy. No, the new TVs are crazy, man. Shippo, around here, when flat screen TVs first came out, 18 years ago or something. It was roughly 18, 20 years ago. I remember seeing them on a store when they first came out, this fancy electronics store. They had one on the wall, only one, and it had a price tag of $20,000. And I live in Colorado, where like Denver's called the Mile High City because it's a mile above sea level, but there's still a bunch of towns higher than Denver because there's still the Rocky Mountains, and there's a bunch of towns that are up in the mountains. And I remember at the time, you couldn't buy it and go past this town called Nederland. And Nederland is probably about half an hour, 45 minutes from Denver. And yeah, you couldn't drive it supposedly past Nederland because the technology at the time wouldn't allow for the pressure changes, variations. So the TVs would actually implode if they went past the elevation of Nederland. So Nederland was like the fancy pants of the mountain towns. That's who could get it. The last, anybody else higher up, they couldn't get their flat screen TVs. You can actually experience that with bags of chips and bottles of soda. They'll explode through the travels up and down the mountains if you're not aware of it, or if you haven't, or if you got to prepare for it. You will hear a pop all of a sudden, and your soda will be all over the place, or your chips will be all over the place. Yeah, $20,000 for the first flat screen TVs here, dude. I remember it vividly, so vividly. I got mine for $200. Yeah, mine's the cheap version at Best Buy. It's like the cheapest one, but it's awesome, man. It's still the best TV I've ever freaking owned. I got the cheapest laptop, still the best computer I've ever owned. I'm easy to please. Spirits, do you remember when that flat screen TV came out? Wasn't that crazy? $20,000 for a television? Yeah, DJ. When technology first comes out, dude, it's so ridiculously overpriced. iPhones and stuff like this will eventually be like $5 disposable. You get like a $5 disposable phone that you just throw in like a recycle bin for phones. That's my prediction for that. Guys, are you around me today? Can you say my name, Rusty, to confirm that you're around here, please? Because reasons. Dude, I love your sense of humor, Shippo. You're awesome, man. Yeah, right, dude. $20,000 for a television, that could have got me through like 2 or 3 years of cheap college. There's no way I'd spend that kind of money on something like that. But rich people do that, man. They go out and they get the fanciest brand new technology they can just to say they can. My friends, entities, can you please tell the world that rich people need to chill the F out and settle down and just relax and don't worry about money so much? Or give it to me and everybody else in the world and not have to have billions of dollars for whatever reason when they could easily survive off 50,000 a year. I somehow barely managed to survive. I mean, I'm not like struggling, but I'm making like 17 grand a year, I think. I don't know. I haven't sat down and looked at it for a while. I'm about up for a raise. It's something like that. I think it's like 17 grand, if that. And yeah, I mean, if I could make double that, I would live like a king. If I could only make 34,000 a year, I would have it great. I don't understand how these people have to they think they're uncomfortable if they're getting less than like 300,000 a year. It's like, are you serious? Dude, I've been surviving off 12 to 15,000 for my entire life or careers or whatever, since 17, 18, moving out. So it's like, what the hell, man? I don't understand why people have to be like that. What is it? It's just drive. It's just ego. It's just having to be cool, I guess. It's like, man, whatever. These people are so lost. That just goes everything. The human species is insane. Insanity comes with being a self-aware, conscious, sentient being. Insanity is tied into that. It's just we're not aware of it because we're taking part of the process. And there's obviously levels of it to explain why some people bang their heads against a wall for 10 hours straight, and then why some people sit behind a desk and order half their country to try to kill another country. To me, obviously there's a level, and society views those as different levels, but to me, those two ends of the spectrum really are no different. Insanity. Humans, you, me, Bob next door, everybody, we're all insane, and we're walking around doing the best we can. We're not really aware of it, but we are. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. That explains how everything is. Now, obviously, there's goodness and badness, but we're all insane, man. Yeah, it's a trip. It's not necessarily a bad thing. See, that's another interesting thing. That gets into whole propaganda and the way we're brainwashed as a society. Certain words, you say it infuses a reaction in people. It brings out feelings or like senses when you say certain words. And to me, that's evidence of programming. That's evidence of brainwashing right there. Why would I think that? Why would I think this about a people? Why would this certain organization? Why would this word? Why would this meaning? Obviously, there are some like derogatory words. Those are obvious. But other words, like just anything, any sort of odd, slightly political correct, like there's obviously a difference between political correctness and just being plain rude. You know, rude it's all in intent. What sort of intent is coming through that word? You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Gene? Yeah. And so essentially it's not necessarily a sad truth that we're all insane. It's just the truth. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's just the way we were programmed to think insanity is a bad thing. When ironically, some insane people may actually be more sane than what we have termed sane people versus termed insane people. I mean, dude, one of the smartest kids I ever knew, a guy named Fritz, this genius. He would just sit around and draw fractals all the time. He was 3 years advanced in math. I think in sophomore year he started going to college for his math. Super genius, and he loved tripping. He tripped all the time. He loved LSD. He would always take LSD and just draw fractals. And then he'd do his math and become freaking genius. So what is that? Is that insane? Because this guy can do things and interact with this language that 99% of the world can't understand and figure out things that are crazy. And then still he's taking acid. Is that insane? I don't know. Our society tells us that's insane. But to that guy, it obviously wasn't. And this was in high school. He had an intellect of way above anybody that he was interacting with. Yeah, no, I mean, the world is crazy, man. Nah, I think we all are insane, Shadow. It's just we tend to, the political correctness brainwashing of us will say, oh, insane, ooh, scary, I don't want to be insane. But the deal is, it's not, that's just the term for it. It's not, it's humanity. It's being human is insane. It explains everything. Spirits. I'm talking to a ghost box. Spirits. Explain to me, is the human race insane? Now, insanity is not necessarily a bad thing. Insanity is the experience of being human, essentially. It's just the levels. Think of all the weird things you've done. Think of all the crazy random things you've done in your life. Why did you randomly do that at that moment? You know, like, life is crazy. We're the only species that somehow has developed this complex speech throughout what we have found to be the known universe. And at this point, we know there's billions and billions of galaxies, each one containing billions and billions of stars, and each star possibly, or not every star, but many of those stars containing planets, exoplanets, and many of those planets now we've confirmed hundreds of Earth-like exoplanets, and now we believe there's going to be thousands of exoplanets, and somehow we're the only thing that is here that is this advanced, and we can't confirm that there's any other advanced life out there. Just our life, and we're stuck to a rock. We're spinning through Earth with what we think we're stuck to this planet with this thing we call gravity, and we can't even explain gravity. What is gravity? It's this thing that's either pushing or pulling us, and we can't fully explain why it is. We think that it's the weight of the planets pushing down on the space-time around us. You have to imagine space-time is a fabric for that to work. But what if it's not really like that? Just thinking that kind of stuff is insane. Who sits around thinking, oh, the blackness of outer space is really like a fabric, and the planet is so heavy, it's insane. The whole process. Spirits, I'm sorry. I've been talking like a maniac. I want to hear if you can tell me any names. Can I please hear any names from you guys? I got totally distracted.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Bob? Now, it's the acceptance. It's the acceptance, right? So if it's accepted in society, no matter what, they're like, if you look at some even older cultures that are still around, they do all sorts of crazy stuff. Like where bungee was invented, that culture, I can't remember the name or the island, but they still jump off those makeshift crazy wooden structures, and they use vines for their bungee jumping, and it basically cuts the slack right before they hit the ground. And they still hit the ground pretty hard, but they just don't hit it at full speed. I mean, they still do that, and to them, that's not insane at all. That is completely normal and completely the way life is. Just to differentiate all the differences in every culture, to me, is another proof of insanity. It's just, we're just not aware of it because we're taking part of the process. I'm sure extraterrestrials think we're freaking bonkers, man. They must think we're so animalistic, so just uncivilized, even at this current point. I bet you, like, our current point is just so behind compared to something that, because a civilization could have lived and died for a billion years before we even came around. There's a billion light years from here, and that would have taken. The light we're seeing from them is like the billion years, so they would have already existed a billion years prior to that. Nah, it's crazy. Welcome to humanity. What is life? What is this? Is this some sort of experiment? Is this some sort of simulation? Please tell me what life is, guys. I'm so curious. How many of you are around me today? I've been talking and kind of neglecting you guys, so let's just worry about you guys. I want to get to know you guys today. Are you the same individuals I speak to every day, or are you new individuals? Me. Me? Me? Can you name yourself, please? Can you name what you are or who you are? Things like PETA, all like PETA, they're meant to do good, but then they still do bad things. Everything, every one of us are insane. I could like you can just literally just pull up the internet and look at any topic. Insanity, insanity, insanity. Now, should it be stuff that's put in a rubber room and study? I think that whole thing is crazy. I think that you should be obviously protect people, but I don't know. Get into it. It's some crazy stuff. Are we an experiment? Is the human species an experiment for some advanced other form of beings to experiment on? Yeah, I heard that me twice, Bob. That was interesting. A male and a female. Yeah, Shippo, the whole thing about talking is interesting too. There's no way we'll ever be able to verify when we actually start speaking. And when did we start losing the hair on our body? That's something that we can't nail down. When did we start really wearing clothes? What happened? All of a sudden we just were hairless? Or were we always hairless to this degree? We're told by anthropologists that we have had the same basic form for 250,000 years roughly, or 220, something like that. Yeah, the past 10 or 20,000 years is the dawn of civilization, current civilization. The Ice Age and the flood. The Ice Age ended about 20,000 years ago, and that's when they think a lot of these flood myths started coming out, is around then. The Egyptians, they say the Great Pyramid was built in 20 years, around roughly 3,000 years ago. No, 5,000 years ago. That's right. It's 3,000 BC, 2,000 BC, something like that. 20 years. In India, I think they say that their culture is something like 10, 20,000 years old too. And in China, the first emperor of China, he tried to unify the nation, and they destroyed countless articles of information of history. So we know China's at least 5,000-6,000 years old, and it's probably even older than that. And that's an advanced civilization. Seven of Nine, she was hot. I miss Seven of Nine. Are there advanced species like the Borg that try to assimilate all life, all intelligent life? I can't remember their main goal. I think it's just to assimilate everything. You're right. James. I was always told people start losing hair. Bob about the time they started getting married. You guys, spirits, go ahead and try to say anything. I need to step away and just angle the fan at me. It's already getting warm in here, so I'll be right back. Try to say my name, Rusty, or try to say your name, please. I would appreciate that. I know everybody chilling in the chat room would appreciate that. I'll be right back. Give a second. Oh, hello. I'm here. I'm back, guys. Don't worry. How's it going, everybody? Can I please get some names from you guys so I know who we're talking to? Yeah, Bob, that's interesting too. I don't know much about that. I remember people hearing stuff, but I've never really researched what goes on with the human body, at least not recently, in fetus form. I'm pretty sure we have a tail too at one point, and like we go through a few evolutions, it seems like. I think that medical condition for the full body hair is called Robin Williams syndrome. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. He's one of my favorite comedians ever and actors. Love that guy. I still think comedians like him make the best actors. They do such good serious work because they generally have such diametric sides to their life. They have really high ups for the comedy and really low downs for their bad sides of life. So I think when they become those serious actors, they can harness that really well. I think Robin Williams was a great serious actor. No, that condition is interesting. People still suffer from it. You know, they still suffer from the facial hair covering their entire face. Yeah, I can't remember what that medical condition is called either. It's like some sort of hypergland that makes the freaking hair just grow like a maniac. You guys getting those names? Caroline, Lisa, Michael. If you guys are around me, can you say my name, Rusty, so I can know you were here? Please say my name, Rusty, guys. Come on. Jody. Okay. Can you say my name, Rusty, too? Guys, I heard some names. I heard Jody, which is interesting. I believe that was what I heard. How are you guys doing today? Come on, guys. Can you please say Rusty? Or my legal name. Any part of my legal name, if you can read into my thoughts or you know my name. Go ahead, take your time. Try to say my name, please. Thank you, guys. Well, thank you for trying to communicate. I apologize if you're not getting through to me. I realize that we might not be capturing every word, if not any word. So, can you tell me how you died? If you are a spirit, how did you die? What happened to you? Please let me know. I'd like to know. Please. Oh, that was a weird one. What's up, Steve? I just saw you tonight. Hi, bye, Steve. Oh, that was a weird one. Hello, hello. What did you say? I'm here. I'm trying to talk with you guys. That was a weird robotic one. Tell me how you died. If you were dead, if you were spirit, tell me how you died, please. Yeah, Steve, I just jumped to chat. I didn't even see you were here. Hi, bye. Hi, bye, Steve. See you in a bit. I'll probably see you on one of your streams later. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Hey, what's up, David? Thanks for joining, buddy. How you doing today, man? Or it's probably evening over there. How's it going? Good afternoon. Good evening, David. How many individuals are around me currently at this moment, please? If you are not spirits, if you are from perhaps an alternate dimension that we are overlapping with, can you, and you can see me, if you can see me, can you tell me what color shirt that I'm wearing today? Please. The color shirt. Yeah, I thought I heard maybe 3-2, DJ. Yeah, this is the Olympus 821. Yeah, the WS821. It's not bad. I picked it up about I picked it up like 9 months ago, I think. 9-10 months ago. Oh, by the way, guys, it's my 8th month anniversary. Today is my 8th month anniversary, because it's not anniversary, it's not annual. 8th month anniversary of my channel. I started it on the 8th. On here, let me see. Let me get the exact date real quick. It was the 8th, but which month again? Now I can't remember. I want to say October. October 8th? Oh, I gotta go lifetime. Yeah, October 8th, 2014 is when I started this channel. October 8th. So it's the 8th month anniversary. Because you can't say anniversary, because anniversary happens once a year. So it's the 8th month multiversary. I don't know what the term for that is. Anyway, thank you for joining. I just wanted to mention that. It's kind of a special day. Woohoo! Guys, what do you think about what I just said? I've been doing this for 8 months now. What do you think about that? 8 months on the button. I started recording a couple days before, but I opened the channel and started everything 8 months ago. I want to see what I uploaded. See, I think I uploaded a couple video games videos first, though, now that I think about it. My very first video may not be 8 months old, so I shouldn't get too excited, actually. My very first, like, fully paranormal dedicated video. Because I deleted all my old video game ones. There's only like 4 of them. And I decided to just do 100% paranormal, nothing else. Because I was going to do paranormal and video games, and I just didn't want to. Okay, so November 13th is when I uploaded my very first video that dealt with paranormal. But my channel's officially 8 months old, officially. Today. Woohoo! Spirits, I've been trying to talk with you for roughly 7 or 8 months now. In this manner, using SP7. Have the same spirits been around me off and on throughout this whole process? Is it the same number of individuals or the same entities? Or do I attract new entities every time I do this every day? And do they stay around me for a long time? What goes on? Let me know. Just tell me any words you can, please. Thank you, David. Thank you, bud. Month anniversary. Yeah. Yeah, and before then, I just did. I got my K2 like right around when I started doing this, and my EVP recorder. But I had an MP3 player for years that I would record digital voice recorder sessions off and on. I wouldn't do it daily like this. So funny. I was gonna put some of those up, but I decided not to. I was gonna wait for it, and I started working on that one. That first video I uploaded, even though it was uploaded on November 13th, it did probably take like 4 days for me to edit and film and everything. So yeah, roughly 7-8 months. I've been a member of Paranormal Chat for 5 months, at least 5-6 months, and it feels like it's been 2 years. It feels this whole thing. It feels totally like it's been 2 years. It's crazy. All right, spirits. Enough about me. I want to learn about you. Tell me about yourself. What do you look like? Can you tell me what you look like? Yeah, DJ, I'm 1 sub away. Funny. It fluctuates. I never ask for subs. I just let them come and go. It seems, I don't know if it's just some weird YouTube thing, but I drop a couple subs for a little bit, and then I'll pick up a couple subs like a week later. I don't know. I do find that fascinating. You know what's funny, DJ? This is the first channel I've had out of my like 3 or 4 channels where I don't ask for subs, where I don't every episode say, please like and subscribe and sub and share or any of that stuff. Not that I look down upon that stuff. That's their own thing on what everybody's doing on theirs. You know, that's their own thing. That's cool. I just decided to not do that and let this be 100% natural. On my old channels, I would go out of my way and I'd say that stuff, and I'd also go to all sorts of other people's channels and comment and be like, hey, your channel's awesome, I subbed you, can you sub back? I did that for a couple channels and I earned a bunch of subs that way. Like, I actually have on my old skateboard channel that I don't even upload. I haven't uploaded in like 7 months. I have like close to 400 subscribers on that one, but yeah, I don't interact with that one at all. But this one is 100% legit. 200, almost 200 subscribers, legit. Joining because they want to, subscribing because they want to. I dig that. I think that's so awesome. I haven't begged or asked or gone to other people's channels. I just want to put on my seatbelt and sit back for the ride and see what the heck happens. I really don't have any plans, and other trying to convince myself if this is real or not currently. That's my main plan. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, if you are spirits or some other entity. Can you name what you are, please? Is that possible? Yeah, DJ, my subscriber base blew up when I joined Paranormal Chat. I had like 30 subscribers, maybe 20 or 30 when I joined Paranormal Chat. And yeah, Paranormal Chat is definitely what started it off. It's what got me inspired to do this, because I found Steve. Jason was the one that got me here. And then I found Steve, and I found Throck Paranormal and all those, Chris, everyone else that's streaming and stuff. Richard, Ricardo, Paranormal Warning, Ricardo. Yeah, and I was inspired by all those guys, and I'm inspired by all you guys too. Just everyone in general has inspired me to do this. My friends, when you're trying to communicate with me, are you all trying to communicate at once, or do you take your time and try to make like an orderly fashion of this, an orderly process? What is it like? Is it chaos on the other side? Is it calm? What is it like? Oh yeah, David, totally. Dude, David, yeah, I want to look into streaming on the go, trying to find a way to stream anywhere. Yeah, for sure. I know some places might have Wi-Fi service or something, then I could do that, but I'm talking about anywhere, like a forest or just anything. That would be really cool to do live on the go. David, yeah, for sure, buddy. I would love to do that. I need to stop being a hermit about this in my town and try to find maybe some people that I can connect with. I'm just real hesitant. I'm real hesitant in meeting people in general. I've had a bad run of friends and girlfriends, and I'm really hesitant about real life people. When I started this whole process, I wasn't going to social network at all. I actually said, forget Facebook, forget Twitter. I'm not going to use any of it. I wasn't aware of G Plus, to be honest. Jason made me aware of it, and it was a completely different format than what I was used to. It was kind of like Instagram mixed with like something like Facebook. It's like a mixture, and I found it interesting. I ran with it. I was the SB7, Bob, running at 150 milliseconds, reverse FM. Spirits, tell me about yourself, please, guys. I'm so curious to learn your name, how you died, where you came from. You want me to ask those questions one at a time? I'm going to ask those questions one at a time. Please tell me your name. McDonald's. We'll do a session at McDonald's. That would be awesome. Or Starbucks. That'd be sick, DJ. Yeah, I'm going to have a quick break. I will be back in 30 seconds to 2 minutes, regardless somewhere. I don't know why I said 30 seconds. It's going to be at least 2 minutes. So, okay, I'm just going to turn my screen off, my camera off for just a minute. I'll be right back. I'm still here. I'm just having a smoke break. So, spirits, tell me how you died. Entities, are you dead? Let me know one way or the other. How you died, or are you dead? Kind of sounded like died. How did you die? Pregnant? Pregnant? Did you say? Oh. Zelly, what do you mean? I don't quite understand what you mean with G+. Could you elaborate with that, please, Zelly? Dude, my local McDonald's would be so annoyed if I went in there and tried to do a session, like with no mic, with no headset or something. If I just started blasting the SB7 in the middle of it, it'd be so funny to do. They'd yell at me for sure. Spirits, would you like me to go outside and go on a journey and take you with me sometime? Where would you like to take me? You probably know this area as good as I do. Where would you like me to take you? Where? The road? And then street? What road? What street? Name it for me.
Weasel.
Weasel? Pugs, what's up, Pugster? Thanks for joining us, buddy. Probably gonna try your app here maybe later. I was checking out the reverb earlier before I ran the stream on the offline AD2. It's pretty cool. Sounds interesting. Are you working on doing reverb for the online? I'm hoping. I'm assuming you are. I'm assuming it's really tough to do it online. I know nothing about coding though, so I can just only assume it's all tough. Spirits, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Entities, friends, individuals, guests. Do you see me right now? Are you able to look at me? Can you tell me what I look like, please? Shippo. No one ever sees him built, they just appear. That's true, man. This town stuff just pops up really quick in this town. Candle? I was thinking of getting candles. Would you guys like me to get candles and light when we do this in a session? What's it? Do candles do something? Hey, Steve, welcome back, buddy. What other devices or tools can I use to try to communicate with you? Oh, I see what you mean, Belly. Okay.
Patient.
Patient? I'm patient, guys. I'm being patient. I think. I'm just hanging out, man. We got a few hours. I don't have to work tonight. Oh, that was a weird sound. Can you tell me, if you can't tell me what I look like, can you tell me what you look like? If you're a male or female, what do you look like?
Strike. Building.
Kill me. No, guys, why would you say something like that? We believe you're dead. Are you suffering? Do you feel pain? Why would you say kill me? Are you suffering? What? We don't believe you suffer because you're just a different form of energy. What's going on with you? Hugster. Bless you. Shippo, your ladies over there, I don't know why, but I find Australian ladies' accents the sexiest out of all the female accents. Just something about it. Something the way they draw out their words or something, man. I was watching a UK celebrity Get Me Out of Here or whatever, and there was this girl from Australia that was a model, and she was really down to earth. And man, I think I fell in love with her. I only saw like 4 episodes, but her voice, man, I could just listen to her talk. The way she pronounced things, oh, I love the ladies' Australian voices. It makes my heart melt. I don't know what it is. What accents are your favorite, guys? Do you have a favorite accent? Do spirits have accents? Do you communicate? Do these entities around me, do they have accents that they communicate in? like regional dialects. Yeah, Aussie girls, dude, I don't know what it is, man. I just have this mad attraction to them. Oh, Irish and Scottish chicks too, but they're probably 2 and 3 in the list. But Australian girls top.
Movie.
Do you entities have accents? Pretty cool. I found out, I guess, I don't know if it's a hiccup, but the last couple streams, when I start the stream, the screen, my YouTube watch page is just black. And at first it freaked me out. I thought I wasn't streaming, but now I know I'm streaming, and I just have a black screen on my channel, which is so nice. So now I'm not distracted by myself while I'm watching chat. All I have is a black box and the chat box flying. And I think that's awesome. I'm going to do that every time. I don't like watching myself at all. It's so distracting. This is so much better to not have to watch myself and still see the chat. That's so cool. I guess I could pause the screen, but there's still an image of me on there. This is just black screen. What do you guys, what do you think of this technology that we're trying to utilize to speak with you? Do you think it's fascinating? Do you think it's amazing? What do you think about it? Pugster, use your posture because no one actually understands your real one. I can understand that, man. I've heard some such thick Scottish accents. They're awesome, man. It's old Gaelic, isn't it? Isn't that where your language, the accent comes from? I mean, old Gaelic, I think. I don't know. I'm not very good at that whole language. I find fascinating. I never really researched it very intently. You guys, how are you able to speak? Do you utilize that white noise, that background radiation? Is that how you speak to us? Yeah, I don't know if you guys hear it, but growing up, I was always told I have somewhat of an accent because I have a weird combination of family members. My dad's family is from Southern Colorado, so they have kind of a Southern twang to it, like a slight, not like true Southern, but they use some similar words, like they say supper instead of dinner, and they use just similar like cadences. And then my mom's side of the family, my grandma, my mom's mom actually lived in Newark, New Jersey for a while, and then she lived in Louisiana. And so my mom's side of the family have very kind of weird accents, like a mix of like Louisiana and East Coast. And so people have always asked me where I'm from, like if I have an accent, and I'm like, no, I'm from Colorado. I was born here. I just have my family members each have individual style accents, and I'm like a mix of them, I guess. I don't know. I hate my voice. I hate hearing my voice. I'm glad that I don't have to hear that when I'm listening to this. Even though I do listen to it, I can get used to it when I review. But at first, when I hear myself, it's like, that voice. Spirits, what do you think of my voice? Is it annoying? Is it beautiful? Is it amazing? Is it stupid? Let me know. Billy Connolly. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's good. Is my voice stupid? Is my voice awesome? Tell me, spirits. Do you hate my voice? I can take it. I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. Welcome back, Shadow. Okay, so what about ancient civilizations? Are we dealing with an ancient civilization that figured out how to travel into the future and is witnessing what happened to to their creation, their help of modern humans? Maybe is this something along those lines? Look at my keyboard. Hey, just so you guys know, I forgot to disable the automatically block spam message. So you guys just refresh your page real quick, and you'll be able to speak freely without a limit on your chat. I hate that, so I like to try to remove it on mine. If it starts getting crazy, I'll put it back on. But I'm not as populated and not as popular as some, so I can understand why some need to have it on, but I don't think I need to have it on. So I disabled my automatically block spam message. So go ahead and refresh, and you should be able to chat freely. I did that yesterday. I'd like to try to do that every session now. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I've been doing this for a bit now. I'm going to turn on this device here. Now, you know what? I think I'm going to actually turn this device on for a minute and let them try to end this conversation. And we're going to start EV. Well, actually, we're going to do the analog or the manual. So, friends, we're going to try a different device. Would you like to try a different device? Please let me know. Well, we're gonna try a different device. I want to switch it up. It's almost 10:30 my time. Been doing this about an hour and a half. The stream itself, we've been doing this ghost box probably about 45 minutes or so at least. So we're gonna switch it up. That little black device is now gonna change to this larger black device, and this is the same theory. You come over to this device, or you come around it. You somehow use your energies, and you try to speak as I'm slowly rotating through the channels. Okay. Try to tell me your name. Try to tell me my name, Rusty. That's the way we can hopefully confirm communication. We might have heard my name earlier. My friend DJ might have heard my name. So if you can try to say my name again, extra clear, extra concise, I'd appreciate that. If you don't want to speak with me, it's fine. You don't have to. I'm a really laid back dude. I'm not looking to irritate anybody, and I prefer to not irritate anyone. So if you do not want to speak with me, it's okay. Go ahead and just go on and do what you want to do. But if you'd like to try to communicate with me, we might be able to do it through this device. Try to say hello. Try to let me know you're here, please.
Just one of the.
I'm just gonna let it sweep for a while.
Those details.
And those itches.
Go to what?
You're good.
Obama.
Am I speaking with Obama? Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. So now we're going to try those series of questions through this device. I'd like to try to get your names. I'd imagine there's more than one of you around me. If there's just one around you, around me, just please tell me your name or try to let me know names of others. If one individual can speak easier than others, can you let he or she please speak into this? Just try to formulate ideas and thoughts and figure out who you are. I don't know how it's working. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how I'm doing it. I don't know if this is working at all. Just experimenting. There's really no wrong way to experiment unless you blow yourself up. Other than that, you should be okay. So go ahead and try to tell me a name, please.
I-25.
Yeah, Pugster, might, it's not 100% confirmed, but I might have a little bit of Scottish MacLeod clan blood in me. I don't know, it's something on my mom's side, but there's no way to confirm it. They also have like gypsy in them, so they come from a really weird past where it's like the past is shrouded in mystery. But yeah, in high school, I remember they did some sort of family tree thing, and supposedly on that side, I'm somehow related to the MacLeod clan. I don't know if it's true, but yeah. I thought that was interesting. Just I saw you talking about clans, and it reminded me the clan that I supposedly have. Like I had, we had their. I remember my mom and aunt brought their crest or whatever it's called over. I think crest, right? The family crest. Yeah, oh, it's pretty cool, man. I find it fascinating that whole kind of ideology of clans and stuff out of. I mean, we still got it here. They just call it differently, I mean, America has the clan, but they still. I mean, family members are still real tight to where they're. You could make small towns with some family members. You know what I mean?
And pride.
So, guys, remember, trying to get some names. I'll just let it sweep a minute or two. Try to tell me your name, please. First or last or anything. Anything of your name you can tell me.
Sam. I'll grab one of.
Yeah, poster. Get or kill some battle. Have a battle of the clans. James, not family stick. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't paying attention. Go ahead and say your name. Joseph. Okay, cool. Joseph, thank you, guys. Any other names?
So she first. Where's material? Battery now. I didn't want you to drive.
Shipper. Yeah, I asked this quite a bit, but it's only because I don't think I've heard a definitive answer. We believe what we're dealing with are deceased humans, what we call ghosts or spirits. If you are, can you somehow let me know that by either saying the word ghost or spirit? Or if you are something completely different, if you are some other entity, some other being, a shadow person, a demon, an angel, a guardian, some other being that can access our dimension, an extraterrestrial that is coming to witness and watch us, can you name what you are if you are not a ghost or spirit? But if you are a ghost or spirit, can you also say ghost or spirit? So can we try that? Just a few. We're trying to get a few different responses, see what we can hear, kind of broaden the range. I'll let it sweep for a couple minutes, guys. Just go ahead and try to speak.
Mr. Wimper. I'll do whatever. And and who is this?
Hello.
Fifteen.
Yeah, DJ, like legit Chinese food for sure, man. We have this place called Jin Chan right down the street. Oh, it's so good, man. And it's really close, so it gets here. If you order it or go pick it up, it's hot, ready to go. It's good deals too. They got a lunch deal. It's awesome. Yeah, Jin Chan. It's one of my favorite Asian food restaurants in my little town. Welcome back, David. Hope you had a good dinner, buddy. So spirits, we're trying to remember, or we're trying to get you to see what you are. If you are a spirit or a ghost, and you know what that is, in meaning what I'm referring to as a deceased human, can you please respond with spirit or ghost? Or if you're something else, can you please tell us what you are? Take your time, try to figure it out. Oh, that's cool. Pugs. I worked at a Chinese/Thai restaurant for a while too. I was a cook beforehand, but I never cooked Asian food, and I was actually working front end because I was a white guy and I could work the front end and deal with all the white customers and interact with them better. But they lost 2 cooks in one night, and they asked me, they're like, "Hey, you cooked, didn't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Hey, go back there and help them." And there was one guy, and so I got literally thrown into the fire. And in a week, I already learned how to make most of the food, and I was cooking. I became like their main nighttime cook, making pad thai and chicken curry and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, awesome. Today delivered to Scotland. Yeah, Jin Chan. It'll be a little pricey. The egg rolls might not be as crispy when they get there, dude. We could try. Oh yeah, tacos. Nice, David. Hell yeah. Oh man, tacos. I haven't had good tacos in a while. I love homemade tacos. So good. All right, guys. Remember, spirit or ghost. Are you a spirit or ghost? Can you please say spirit or ghost? Or if not, what are you?
Spell time.
Wait, I don't want. So do you know like chat? Again. We don't know. Meet you. Hang on, everyone.
Starry, I'm the same way. I've worked at a lot of restaurants since I turned 17, 18, and my very first legitimate job was in a 18 years old in a retirement home. Worked my way from dishwasher to full-time morning supervisor, where I was cooking breakfast for 250 people every morning. But yeah, after working at that place for years, working at the other like 8 restaurants or whatever I've worked at, or 7 restaurants, 8 all combined if you count fast food and restaurants. Yeah, I don't eat out at restaurants, knowing how restaurants are. I don't eat out at restaurants. I only eat my own food if I can help it, and family or friends' food. I'm not a fan. I'll go and I'll eat it, and if it's for a family event or something, but I just know the dark, dirty secrets in the kitchen, and I'm not a fan of it. I don't like other people cooking my food that I don't know. No, thank you. And especially in a kitchen that I know chances are is disgusting and filthy. Even if they have a decent crew and they're cleaning well, there's no way you can keep kitchens completely great. I mean, even brand new kitchens, unless you're like a $1 million restaurant, you're not going to have that great of a kitchen. And yeah, it's nasty. Yeah, the Asian restaurant I cooked at, I would come in at night and I'd have to chop buckets and buckets of chicken for the food for that night or for the next day or whatever. That's part of my prep work before cooking. And they would pull the chicken during the day. And I was taught you're supposed to have chicken defrosting in running water. And they would just pull the chicken and just leave it out all day. And I told them to do it this one way, and they wouldn't, because it would tie up their sink or whatever. And so, yeah, I never ate the chicken there because it would just sit out and defrost on its own all day. And it was just nasty and slimy. And yeah, that's another reason I don't cook anymore, is I just got tired of all that. I got tired. I like prep work if it's done in a good kitchen and it's ran and maintained well. And I've worked in a couple that are all right. But yeah, I'm just tired of the disgustingness. Nasty. My friend is he was the nighttime kitchen manager, and then now he's a front end supervisor of this restaurant / bar that he's working at, and they're remodeling. And he was showing me pictures of the kitchen after they took out like the dish machine, and behind it, because you can't pull the dish pit out to get it was just disgusting black grime just covering that whole area, just bacteria, just gross loads of bacteria. And that's just in the dish pit. All the stuff that's behind like the actual like ovens and stuff that never gets cleaned. And like hoods are supposed to get cleaned, but hoods aren't as different, but stuff falls out from hoods, that hoods get filthy. Yeah, I don't know. It's nasty. It's gross. I don't like. Okay, spirits, we're going to try the Kos now. We're going to go to the Kos. I really like that. I'm a fan of the Kos because it's a cool new spirit box. Get it? Because. Ha 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 ha. All right, let's see what you guys have been chatting about. I got to scroll back a little bit. I got to back when Starry talked about food. She said, yeah, no, you're not weird that way at all, Starry. You're intelligent. You know that either you know or your gut was telling you that it's not good behind restaurants. Yeah, never send back food. I've never done it myself, but yeah, don't send back food. It's insulting to people. I would take it personally, but I never fricked with food, especially when I know it was good, when I've cooked it 1,000 times and I know how to cook it. I had this one lady, we got the meat we got for hamburgers was actually manufactured just down the road from this one restaurant I was working at. And so it was fresh and natural. And because of that, it wasn't pink. It was a gray color. And I had this one customer come in, this lady with her son. And luckily I was not the main cook at the time, my buddy that got me the job there, he was the cook. So he was the one in charge, and he was the one, if anything ever went down, that he would have to get blamed. I was more of the prep guy and like plating for him and stuff. And anyway, this lady came in. She wanted a rare burger, so we cook it up. He cooks burgers fantastic. He made it. He's such a good cook. He cooked it perfect, how we always cook the rare burgers. Served it to her. Waitress came back, said that it wasn't rare enough. And we said, okay, well, I mean, we can't cook it much rare. It starts to become dangerous. And she said, well, that's all the customer said. She said it wasn't rare enough and that you guys she'd like a new one. And so my friend, he cooked it a little more rare, or a little, whatever, less cooked. And yeah, she came up to the window that time. We had a window. And she came up, she's complete attitude. She's like, excuse me, I'm on a break shopping with my son right now, and we want a rare burger, and I am not getting a rare burger. And we said, well, lady, our meat is different. I think you're expecting it to be pink and all bloody inside, but we get this natural, like organic style meat to where we don't have all that extra stuff in it, and we don't have all that blood because it's like fresh and it's not sitting there in a package and just sitting in its own gunk for like a day or two. And she said, well, I want a rare burger. I want it cooked rare. And so my friend just flash fried it. I was like, dude, don't do that. He's like, well, what am I going to do? There's nothing else we could do. We've cooked it as minute. I'm like, okay, whatever. And he sent it out, and yeah, she didn't like it. She stomped off. And yeah, it's like, well, dude, we can't make it any more rare. We can't give you what you want, because that's just, yeah, some customers, man. All right, so we're going to the cost. It's interesting I can like talk cook stuff with you guys. I don't meet very many cooks in real life. Yeah, I've been cooking for years. And ironically, I don't cook almost ever by myself. I really don't like it. I cook just simple things. We'll cook like real meals, like vegetables, starch, and meat or whatever. I usually just cook like one thing. No, I can't make a vindaloo. No. Isn't a vindaloo Indian? I don't know Indian food at all. It's funny because I work at a grocery store now, and we have an ethnic / international aisle, and they have all that Indian food, and so much of it I've never heard of. The Punjab stuff. I love that name, Punjab. Pugs. We cannot see spirits, okay? So what if they're pooping on our plates as we eat? Bet you all gotta put an EMF meter on your plate now. Yeah, dude. No, seriously, we don't know exactly if they can eat or if they defecate, or yeah, dude, it's an interesting thing. Or if they sweat, you know? What if they're like sweating on us right now, like getting all their grease on us? Oh, funny. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at Shippo. He did a course with a 5-star chef, and she won't eat a meal at any other restaurant except the one she works at. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm not the only one. I knew it. I knew I wouldn't be the only one. I just don't speak with many cooks. It's funny. There are a lot of them out there, but I just haven't met many. Except my one good buddy. He can cook. He can still jump back there. That's why they love him. He's a front end supervisor. But if like they get slammed and they need to cook, he can run back there, and he's the best cook they got, the fastest, most efficient. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, Hell's Kitchen, man. I got really into Hell's Kitchen for like the first 4 seasons, I at least, and I've seen a few throughout that. I really love that show. I hate cooking now, but I love watching it. I know that it's milked and it's puppetried, but still, it's interesting. Yeah, if you see behind the scenes of it, like they laugh and cuss, and like it's totally like a little bit of acting in there. You guys. DJ wants the chicken balls. What's this about? I think I skipped something. Funny. Email me a piece. All right, guys. Let's do some costs now. Because I want to. Gotta find the old crisp / chip clip. That's weird how we just our countries call crisps and chips differently. Just really weird. And cookies and biscuits, and toilets and loos. And wankers and jerk offs. I love that term, wanker. I just love it. It has such feeling to it when you call it, you flipping wanker. I love it. Spirits, this is the cost. I'm going to let you get used to it for a minute. I'm going to step away for just a minute or two. Go ahead and come over and try to speak with this. Unseen entities of unknown origin, whoever you are, alien, E.T., the famous E.T. himself with the lit up finger, come and try to talk with him, please. Use this device.
That took a lot. And sort of.
I'll be right back. Not too long. Go ahead. Use this device. Try to speak. That's a black. I'm going to screen share a galaxy. I need to get new pictures now that I'm doing this. This is better than just watching an empty screen, at least.
If
I got to stretch a little too. Pictures. Spirits, go ahead and try to figure this out. We think you either talk through that white noise or you use the words that are somehow coming through and you can twist them and manipulate them and have fun with them or do something. We don't know. All right, guys, I'll be back in just a little bit. Take a break if you need to, please. I'll be back in just 3 minutes. Screen share this. All right, I'll be back.
India. Baby. Is it me and your this guy was coming. Slash fair. Jesus. Think, man. So the
by that's what. Drunkard.
The Rangers. Sunday. On behalf. Out. Coming to them.
Three days rest. Other search.
Hello, hello, my unseen entity friend. Whoever you are, whoever you might be, I appreciate your communication attempts greatly. Hey, oh yeah, no, it's SB7. Just so everybody knows, it's just about on the hour. It's like a minute till the hour. Shadow Stalkers stream starts in an hour, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna end the stream probably like 10-15 minutes before then. So roughly 45-50 minutes from now, just so give everybody a chance to take a break or whatever before Shadow starts her stream. So if my time's right, that sounds good, Shadow. About an hour, I believe. I think you said 2 your time, so sounds good. Let's shoot for that. So we'll just do the cost here for a little bit and try to communicate some more. How many of you are around me, please?
So, Supreme Court.
Ready for something.
James. Oh, James. James. I like in Highlander when they're on the boat and he calls them haggis or whatever, and the guy's like, "What is haggis?" And he explains how it's a food and stuff, and he's like, "And you guys use this as a derogatory term, and it's a food?" Yeah, that's funny. That part, obviously, I can't recreate it very good, but I remember when I was a kid, I thought that part was funny in Highlander. I love that. I love that movie, dude. I haven't seen that movie in years. That's a good movie. I should try to video on demand that one.
Officer is shooting an officer.
I heard something about officer shooting. What about spotted? What is it? That one pudding? I don't want to say it, but it's spotted. Pudding. That's a funny name. I guess that's because it was originally called like Spotted Dog or something, because like it looks like a spotted dog and got that other name or something. I can't remember how the term is, but it's a funny name.
Stop.
Spirits, how many of you, if you are spirits or whoever you are, how many of you are around me currently? And are you watching me? What are you doing? How many of you are around me?
Working at the break.
Dismiss. 458.
Yeah, I just double checked. So yeah, Shadows starts in an hour on the dot. So yeah, I'll be perfect. We'll probably end like 10 minutes early, something along that. I'll try not to talk too long at the end too. I lose track. Sometimes I'll be like, I want to end this now and talk for 10 minutes. And then the next thing I know, it's been like 25 minutes of me talking. So we'll just see what happens. All right, guys. So yeah, we're going to end this in about roughly 40, 15 minutes, just to let you know. So go ahead. Try to tell me anything right now, I guess. You don't have to just answer questions. I let you say anything earlier. Not that I let you. As I walked away, I mean, I was just helping you get used to the system again. So go ahead and try to say my name, Rusty, if you can, and then just tell me anything.
First break, Sergeant Pat.
How about the relationship?
Scourge and Fire or Forge and Fire? That was interesting, man.
Yes, you're. So this one site.
You on a boat.
If you are a dead entity and you were killed or you passed away naturally or accidentally, can you please tell me how you died? What killed you?
Decent.
What Your object.
Car park?
Y darle su out. As a matter of fact, a la dirección. Oh, no. Nosotros.
Are you aware that you are dead? I don't mean to shock you or surprise you, but that's what we think. Are you aware that you're even dead?
Indeed.
Oh, Earth. 829.
And
Thank you guys. Well, I appreciate it. Like I say throughout these processes, throughout each one, I apologize if you are trying to communicate with me. Like I said, I mean, this is how I picture it. I picture this guy like an older gentleman or around that type of look, just trying his darndest, just screaming in my ear and frustrated and just aggravated. And you know, I can blah blah blah. I can completely see that being plausible. You know, there's a very, very high chance that everything I've documented is actually just radio and computerized words and not these unseen entities. That is highly possible. And I do not throw that out at all. I'm still right on that fence. I'm balancing it like I'm freaking Robin in the circus before he joined Batman. Except his parents weren't very good. They're the ones that fell. But I guess it depends which comic. I think some of it's an accident and some are like mob related or something. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, we don't need to get into that. Yes, I do like those comics. Yes, I got back into them just recently. I haven't seen them. I collect comics when I was a kid and haven't bought comics in years. And yeah, I decided I saw on Amazon books of like the season or whatever, the year of what I got was detective comics, Batman detective comics or whatever. I can't remember. I have it's over here somewhere. But yeah, I got a few. Hush. I got Hush. That's a really good one. Drawn by Jim Lee, one of my favorite artists too. Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, Rob Liefeld, Stephen Platt, and a few other. They're my favorite artists ever. All right, spirits. Can you tell me what's the sensation like in your existence? Do you feel sensations? Do you feel emotions? What do you feel?
Oh, okay. There. Muchísimo.
I've been in chat for a while. Let me go to chat. Sorry, I was doing some stuff, guys. I just wanted to like, get stuff out. Caber toss. Do you spirits enjoy watching caber toss? I have no clue what that is. Oh, is that like the log toss where they throw like a giant log? Hey, Pugs, where's that farting one? I cannot find that farting one. I was looking for that farting one the other day because I wanted to make a ghost fart, but I couldn't find the farting, the air burst that you put on your sheep.
Jake.
What is space composed of? What is the blackness that we see of space? Can you tell us what that is? Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Telephone pole. Yeah, that's right. The telephone pole. Wicked. Dude, my gramps, when he built his house out down in Southern Colorado, they had to pay for telephone poles, and it was like something ridiculous, like hundreds of dollars per telephone pole to get it put out there. Nowadays, that was back then. Nowadays, it's got to be so expensive. That was like 40 years ago when they first started building. They started building just right before I was born, and then like they were still working on it for years. They just never finished it, actually, my entire life, and it was still slightly unfinished. But it was completely livable, just not fully finished. Are any of my deceased relatives around me? My grandpa, my great uncles? I've had my grandpa's brothers. He's had 3 brothers that were around his age or a little older, and they've all passed. If any of you are around, can you tell me your name so I know you guys are here? Please, any of my uncles, my grandpa, or my grandma, my mom's mom? Are you here? Can you tell me your name so I know you're here, Grandma? What about my great-grandma, my grandma's mom? She's a sweet lady. She's one of my favorite all time. All time. Is she here? Are you here, great-grandma? I want to say your name, but I don't want to say it out loud. I want to hear it. Let me know. Say your names, guys, if you're here with me. Through this device, this yellow box.
It doesn't leak.
Because
Why is new mail? When you were expecting over 15.
this chatterbox.
Whoa, that was interesting. Shadow box or something? Chatterbox?
Light, what?
Are any of my relatives here? Can you please tell me my nickname or any of your guys' first names? Come on, guys. You know your names. You got it. I remember them. Shippo.
Lacy plug.
That's what I think of him.
Where's finding trunks? Henry Savage. They call failure.
Nah, Maggie. Close, but not quite. Yeah, the chatterbox one was interesting.
Operating system.
This is like a chatterbox. That's a good term for it because it's just a bunch of words coming out of it. It is a chatterbox. Try to use it. I don't know if you fly into it, if you can even fly. I don't know how you do it. But just try to come over to this. And if any of my relatives are around me, please try. I know my Gramps is smart enough to know what's going on with this. If he's listening, try to speak to me, Gramps. Try to tell me my nickname or your first name. Let me know you're here. Or my uncles. My uncles, you guys know. I know you guys. I grew up with you guys. I love you guys. Are you here? Tell me your first name or tell me my nickname or even my real first name or even my real last name, anything. Just so I can confirm that you guys are here. I can't see you.
Like, it's a paper. Hell, you should not.
Sorry.
Use this.
Yeah.
Wanted to stay?
Oh, well, as a fact, every experience. One of those patients. Feeling it all. And then you pop.
If my relatives are not around me, where do they go? Are they watching over other relatives? Did they leave to some other final destination? Can you let me know where my relatives' spirits went to?
Something helps you. Heal yourself. Clean.
If I get famous, James, for legal reasons, I think I will change my last name to Reporter just so I don't have to have this last name anymore. My real last name. I'm not even by blood this name. I thought I was by blood this name for the majority of my life. And I find out in my middle 20s that my grandfather isn't my real grandfather. Thus, his name is not what blood is through my body, which I thought my whole life. I even thought our hands look similar. We have really similar looking hands. It's a trip. Like when I look at my hand, I see his hand. That's a really weird thing. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, so that blew me away. So I don't know. The dominant bloodline in my body, I don't know. I could be anybody. I could be part of King George's bloodline and not even know it. Like, what was that movie with John Goodman where he was the last king and he became King Ralph or something? That was an awesome one. That was a good movie. I want to live that life. I want to become the next king of England. How's that sound? Spirits, am I related? Will I become the next king of England?
Ask it, fail. Come go. Comes. Give it. Before.
No.
That's good.
Sorry, you made me forget what question I just asked. Dang it. What was I asking? Sorry. What did I just ask? Oh, something about. Oh, the family. If my family isn't here, where are they? If my relatives aren't around me, are they around other relatives? No, what did I ask? I asked something after that, I think. Oh, I was the king of England. Will I become the next king of England? Am I going to inherit the crown because I have bloodline and something will happen? Like everybody will go out for a photograph on a field and there'll somehow be a lightning strike and it'll kill every single member of the royal family and they'll find out that me, little old me, is somehow related because I don't know my actual male bloodline and I'll be swept away into glory and greatness. Will that happen to me?
Technology. All right. All right. Starting at simple.
And I'll tell
Just go. Hold on. I'm dead.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. We've been doing this for a while. Can we get some names of whoever might be around me? Anybody? If you'd like to hear your name or your voice, go ahead and try to speak through this device here, please.
Back.
The purees.
Answer back.
Into
Try hard.
corner of that. How?
What is reality? Is reality a game? Is it some game, some higher form of beings are playing with us? Or is reality just nature? We just happen to form on this planet through the right circumstances, and it's possible that other life just happened to coincidentally form in other places across the universe, and there's no plan. It's just nature. It's just what's happening, and it's just one of the forms of dimensional multiverses. It's just one universe where it just happens to have these circumstances, and this is happening, where in infinite other universes there's infinite other things going on. There's universes that do not have gravity. There's universes that never born stars. There'd be infinite possibilities. Is that what reality is? Can you please tell me a clear yes or no?
Yes, about
Bye, Pugs. Just take it easy, buddy. Thanks for being you, Pugs. Thank you, buddy. Sorry, don't forget to take the haggis with you. Don't let the haggis hit you on the arse on your way out. Take care, Pugs. Have a good one, man.
Have a credit at a price.
Has to give you. Because the world.
So what it is it planets form, they sit there dormant, basic building blocks just sitting there waiting, and the ingredients for life sprinkle onto that planet through the form of leftover debris from other planets that have been destroyed, wiped out, supernova, who knows, just space debris that carries amino acids, the building blocks of our life. Is that what happens? These little pieces floating around space find its way, billions upon billions of them probably get burnt up through the atmosphere, and maybe just one makes it through, kind of like a sperm cell. One makes it through, hits the ground, boom. The planet is germinated. Is that what happens? To me, that just sounds very simplistic and very easy, and generally, if you follow the rule of Occam's razor, the most simplest answer is the best answer. Is that what reality is? It's just pure chance, just happened to get here. Am I correct?
once again.
If that's not the case, then on the flip side, were we designed? Is this all of a plan where some higher form of life picks out places throughout the universe or finds places, searches for them and finds them, or creates them and makes a home for us and then designs us and places us there? However, if we came already human or we had to evolve from basic cells, was this done by a higher form of intelligence that designed this, set it into motion, and created us? Is that what happened?
It's our best. Leave it. All right, next Okay. The book. Hey, that's wrong.
Sorry, I read what you just said right after I asked the question. I was so tempted to say something or laugh, and I was like, I gotta let this one run. That's fine, Starry. You're a handful sometimes, huh, Starry? My voice cracks. How old am I? Am I 12 years old? Spirits, my friends, unseen entity in origin, manner, fashion. I thank you. I thank you for everything you guys have done. Successful or unsuccessful. I, at this point, can't really differentiate the two. I catch words that sound coincidental or possibly intelligent in response, and you can sometimes match them kind of themed. They're kind of themed to go with the possible question answers, but not all the time. Heck, 90% of the time, it just sounds like random words. But every once in a while, we catch ones that are dead on or very close or close enough, and they're very coincidental, and you know, it makes me feel like I'm communicating with something. So I've asked you to say my name a few times, and we might have heard it, we might not have, but I'm going to ask you this time. We're going to be wrapping this up in not too long, just a few minutes from now, 5-10 minutes. We're going to end the session, then I'm going to talk with my friends for a little bit, and we'll end the stream in another probably 15 minutes after that, 15-20. So I would really appreciate if you could say my name, Rusty, please. That would mean a lot to me, and it would help for me to know that I'm actually speaking with somebody. Can you please say my name, Rusty, now? It's okay. I dig it, sorry. I dig it. Oh, and the girl did too. Did you hear that?
That's an advice.
Go ahead, guys. Try to say Rusty. Ooh, that was close, guys. Thank you. That was a weird one. Thank you.
Every time.
The family.
It's kind of sounded, not 100%, but it kind of sounds like
One thought. Good tree.
Well, thank you, guys. I think he might have said it right there, honestly, and it did sound different. It sounded a different tone completely than what the radio usually sounds like. Thank you. Can you please tell me your name?
So,
Brought to you by your
Okay, guys. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate every attempt at this communication technique. And I'd like to say goodbye to you and wrap this up for today and let you go on with your way. So if you'd like to say goodbye to me or any of my friends watching, go ahead and take this time. And I'll let it run for a minute or two. Go ahead and try to say goodbye to us. Hi, Joey. What's up, dude? Nice, Shippo. Have a good one, buddy. Catch you tomorrow, guys. Try to say goodbye, my friend.
you go. For the break. Real good. Question.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much. I got to remember to turn this off. I have a terrible habit of letting my cost run for like 6 hours after I end these sessions. I'll get up after sleeping for like 4 hours, be sitting here at the computer watching somebody stream for an hour or two, look down, and my cost is still running. Oh, great. Woo! Good thing these suckers don't use much energy. All right. Session ITC, Instrumental Trans Communication, number 33. 33 in the books. 1 month, 8 months to the day since my YouTube channel was officially launched or started. And yeah, 8 months in, still researching this, still unsure what I'm doing when it comes to the answers. I mean, I don't know what else I could be doing to make this better besides just different techniques, different apps, different ghost boxes, different kind of set decorations or sets to make things look differently. Maybe that would help with the spirits. Maybe different things like candles, stuff like that. Pardon me. What am I doing with my water? Talking for, what time did I start this? 9 this time? Yeah, so it's been about 2.5 hours. Hey, have a good day, DJ. Take care, guys. Yeah, I'm wrapping this up so that we can take a break and get ready to watch Shadows. So I just wanted to kind of go over anything else. Responses. I don't know. I heard some interesting one. DJ heard Rusty possibly. I thought I might have heard Rusty or a similar one near the end and maybe one near the beginning. I'm really exhausted today, so much of my memory of this session is basically gone already. I don't really remember any of this session. It's just like a blank slate. So yeah, that's about it. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Mystic, for being number one, trying to always beat me in here. And we had Hidden, Starry, Shadow Walker, Pugster, DJ, Steve, aka Southwest Ghosts, Almighty Shippo, Ian, David Nilsson, Pugster, I already said, UCI Paranormal, Deli Para Crazy. Thank you, Deli. Deli sounds good. That's a delicious name. I know I'm missing somebody in here. I'm sorry, anybody I'm missing. I'm exhausted. Been working hard, streaming hard, living hard. Starry, I missed Starry. I almost missed Starry. I almost missed Miss Starry. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for exploring this crazy universe with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything everyone says and does. DJ, I like using this as an outro more than an intro. But thank you. Thank you for being you guys. And like I say, keep exploring, keep asking questions, keep being you, and I'll see you guys on the next stream, on the next chat, one of the two. Have a good day, everyone. Take care. See ya.